Okay, we are live. Can you guys just confirm that you guys can hear the audio from my microphone? What's up, guys? All right, let's see who's in here. Let's see the sexy people in here. Oh my God, look at this guy, Ice Cold JT. Look at that jawline. This man is handsome. So I wanted to get on live. I was bored. It's Friday night. Who better to hang out with than with some fellow based Olympians? So I wanted to hop up here on live and see what you guys are up to. See what's going on here in the world with you fine gentlemen. So let's see what's going on. Let's see how we're all doing. Is my audio good? You guys can hear my audio pretty good? Yes. I don't think I'm going to keep this live stream up. Just FYI, this live stream is definitely going to be taken down. So super secret live stream. Okay, let's see. So we can do audio is good. Okay, perfect. So I was thinking we could roast some people's Instagram profiles. Maybe at some point we'll get to we can react to some videos. We can just have a grand old time. Let's see how long we stay on here. I'll answer some questions, and yeah, this is it's a grand old time. Play a sound when guests answered. Guests must also authenticate. Okay, let's see who's in here. I think my brother is going to be here. I think you're based Zeus with just a changed voice. That is false. You really think this voice could be based? That's false, bro. Hello, sexy Benji. Thank you, Yash. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Yash. Check out my I love you, no homo. We love you too, man. We love you too. So let's see. If you guys would like for me to just get right to roasting fans' Instagram profiles, we could do it. We could do it right now. You know what I'm saying? We could do that. We can make that happen. But if you want me to answer questions first, we could do that. Let's just see. Let's see where the night takes us. It's a beautiful night. We got some sparkling water, a little lemon, a little lime in there. By the way, do you guys like that that new light I got here for the Based Zeus headquarters? Let's see. Keep rocking those V-neck shirts. If we get 500 people in here, I'll switch into a V-neck. How about that? I'll switch into one of those scoop necks. All right, let's see. All right. I really like your personal channel. Keep growing that, man. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Dank light. Yeah, we got the red light in here. I usually film here sitting down, but I decided to stand up because I got a new standing desk. So I decided to elevate the chair. Let's blast this red up a little bit. It's getting a little sexy in here with this red. It's getting a little, you know. Do you have acne? Yeah, I have some acne scars right now. I got surgery, so I was laying in bed a lot, so oil buildup. All right, let's see. We're gonna open up some Instagram profiles, and we're gonna get this going. So let's go to Instagram. All right, let's see who we're gonna roast here first. Give us a little sparring session with the bag in the back. That's all you got. That's all you guys get. All right, let's see. Let's see whose Instagram we do. All right, you guys better have your Instagram public, because if you don't, I'm not gonna do it, and you're gonna lose your chance. All right, let's see. Marco Jordanov. Marco, you're up right now, bro. Let's see, Marco Jordanov. Bro, your Instagram is literally private. How are you gonna ask me? How are you gonna ask me to review your Instagram, roast your Instagram profile, and it's private? So I'm sorry, Marco. We have to switch to someone else. Let's see. Christopher B. Let's see, my man Christopher. You got a selfie as your profile picture right now. That's a really bad sign. That's a big red flag, bro. Zeus does not condone selfies, and neither do I. Christopher B. 1. Let's see. Did I get that right? My man, bro. Hold up. Let me see if I can share my screen. How do I share my screen? All right. I'm a bit of a rookie when it comes to live, so hold up. Let's see. Where is the share screen button? How do I? Where is the share screen? Hold on. Okay, got it. Share. Some screens let you share audio. Okay. Let's go to share screen. Let's go to a Chrome tab. All right, we are looking at Christopher, my man. What's going on here with this Instagram profile, bro? I don't want to roast you too hard, but you did ask got one picture, bro. One picture, and it's a mirror selfie. This tells me nothing about you. You see, we got a little something in the bio. YouTuber with 84 subscribers, YouTube channel link there. That's halfway decent, but your Instagram profile doesn't tell me anything about you. I don't know. Like looking at this profile right now, who is Christopher? I have no idea who Christopher is supposed to be by looking at this. You're never going to build familiarity with a girl. You're never going to have success using this Instagram profile for dating because this profile tells me nothing about you. You right now, as it stands now, I have no idea who you are, what you do, what your life is about, and why I should care if I'm in the position of a girl. This is the biggest thing I see when guys ask me to review their Instagram profiles. They're like, "Oh, can you look at can you look at my profile?" And then either the profile is private or the profile is just like 1 or 3 pictures that have no attention to detail to them. They're really generic. Any guy could have taken them, so they don't stand out at all. And guys don't have enough pictures that are showing their face and their body and what they look like, which is actually a huge part of it. Because part of the psychology with Instagram that works really well is that a woman gets to see what you look like, and she gets to build an idea of who you are in her head by seeing what you look like. And if she doesn't have a good idea of what you look like in her head, then she's not going to feel comfortable enough. She's not going to be able to build that idea of her in her head, and she's just going to move on because you're just going to be like every other guy and really generic. How do I remove hide current comment? Okay. Let's see who's up next. Christopher, my man, you gotta step that up. Zeus has a bunch of videos on the channel here about updating the IG. So let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? All right. My man, Tokyo Security has been patiently waiting. He's in here. I see you in here, Tokyo Security. Tokyo Security. Let's see. All right. All right. This is definitely a step up from our last man. All right. Let's see. My man's in Tokyo, ex-loyalite. I don't know what this means. Studying an IISJ. The bio is okay. It's half decent. It doesn't tell me too much about you aside from like basic logistics of where you're at, what your location is. But it doesn't show a lot of personality. Like any guy who lives in Tokyo and is studying in wherever school, I imagine that is, could have this bio. So it doesn't separate you enough. It's simple and it's clean, which is a good thing. But you really want to include something about your personality. Like, what are you studying? What are your ambitions? What are you working on? Who are you as a person? And again, this is the biggest thing. I'm not picking on you specifically. This is the biggest thing that Zeus and I see when we review guys' Instagram profile. So for the bio, you can definitely improve that and work on that. You got to inject some of that personality and tell me more. Let's see. This skiing pic is kind of tight. My man knows his way around the editing. I like it. I like this one. This is a decent picture too. Decent picture. I like it. You got some decent pics. The issue with your pictures is that it's very hard to see your face. A lot of them, your face isn't very clear. You're wearing glasses in this one. In this one, you're far away. This one, you're sort of hiding your face. But this is a good picture, right? The thing is, you need to show your face a lot. And a lot of guys don't show their faces or upload pictures where their face isn't very clear, which makes it harder for the girl to see who you are. And again, like having that facial identification in the girl's mind is fucking massive. And this is the biggest thing I see guys fuck up on. I don't like group photos because honestly, just from the photos in here, I don't even know who you are in these photos. Group photos I dislike for a number of reasons. One, because they're generic and every guy has group photos. Two, because if it's a group photo, it's usually at an event. It's taken on like an iPhone with like the flash on and the person taking the picture is like fucking drunk. So the picture comes out shitty. It's hard to edit it because it's usually in bad lighting. And when there's too many people in a group photo, there's nothing else interesting going on in the photo that no one really no one really cares about it and they just move on. It's just too generic. So I usually avoid group photos. If you must take a picture with a friend, which you can, limit it to 2, maximum 3 people. Once there's too many people, it just makes the logistics of the photo bad. So I'm not a huge fan of group photos. Your face, you know how to take good pictures, and you can work your way around a camera. So take more pictures like these, but show your face off a little bit more. But overall, pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead now and go back in here. Let's see what our boys are doing here. You guys are spamming the Instagram handles. You guys are gonna keep me busy tonight. All right, let's see. Let's see. Anything else interesting here in the comments? Jesus Christ, it's all just Instagram handles. All right, let's see who's up next. All right, we're going to go with my man, Lion Cloth. I put it on screen so I could see it, so I can remember it. Lion Cloth. Oh, my man is fucking fresh. My man is clean. Yo, wait till you guys see this profile. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. My man is fucking clean, bro. My man is fresh. This is the Instagram profile that definitely has success with the ladies. Let's check this out. Let me share the screen with you guys again. Okay, first and foremost, this guy's profile picture is amazing. A profile picture is often really overlooked by guys. They think, oh, it's just my profile picture. I'll just throw any fucking picture on there. It ends up just being some bullshit picture that they threw up on there. The profile picture is massively important because every time you DM or message a girl or interact with her on Instagram, she's going to see that picture of you. That's the idea of you she's going to have in her head, that little picture of you. So although it seems unimportant, maybe even minute, it's one of the most important details. So it's really, really important that you have a clean, clear headshot where I can see what you look like. And it should be one of your best pictures. My man here nails it great. I wish your bio told me a little bit more about you. You get away with it, though, more so than all the other guys we've seen so far because, I mean, look at you only have 2 rows, but this is almost all you need. Usually you want to have a little more photos, but honestly, 2 rows and you're good to go, bro. This is fucking amazing. These pictures are great. The caption's decent, can confirm the sky's still blue. I get to see, I get a sense of what your sense of humor is like, what you're like. The photo is beautifully edited, beautifully taken. And the thing is, a lot of guys say, oh, I don't know how to take photos. I don't know how to edit. This is a super, super simple photo. Like anybody can take this right now. He looks like he took this on the deck of his backyard or something. This is a really, really simple photo. He's sitting down and the fucking sky is behind him with some trees. This is not like a crazy photo that no one can take. Literally, if you have trees and there's a sky, you can take this photo, which is what I like about this guy's photos. They're really, really simple. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. My man's flexing a little bit. My man got the swag on him. I like he has a cool, his own personal little style. Bob Ross type beat. That's actually a good caption. I wish your captions told me a little bit more about you. It looks like this is actually a fashion Instagram page. I wonder what your personal one looks like, because if you could spice this up to integrate your personality and show me who you are a little bit more, I think this profile could really, really, really crush it for you. Nice photo here too. The only thing I will say is that when you take fashion photos, you have to resist the temptation to take all full body shots like this, or if you want to switch them up a little bit so there's a little bit of variety so all the photos don't look the same and sort of blend into one. Like for example, this photo, great, separates it. This photo separates it a little bit too. You got this one, cool. But then this one, and this one, these are kind of all similar. And again, I want to emphasize to everyone watching here that this guy has not taken any sophisticated photos that nobody can take. Like, this is the photos up against his house. Anybody can take this photo. Which is what I love about this guy's feed and profile, is that it's so fucking simple. And the best way you can upgrade your photos is to just have a bomb ass outfit, because that's what this guy's doing. It says literally shooting up against a wall, I presume in his room or in his house somewhere, and it's just up against the wall. He He has a nice outfit. The lighting's good, and he knows how to edit. It looks like he's just using filters too. It doesn't look like his edits or anything crazy. This is the best profile. This is like a solid 8 out of 10 profile right now. So shout out the boy. Shout out the boy Lion Cloth. All right, let's see. Let's see who else is here. Let's see who else is here. I literally can't see anything in the chat because it's all just fucking Instagram profiles. Jesus Christ. Wow. You guys are spamming the Instagram profiles. Let's see. Holy shit. It's dead ass just fucking Instagram profiles. Okay. All right. Where do I send my IG? Bro, you just send it right in here, and and if I get to it, we'll rock and roll. We'll party in here. All right, let's see. Is my audio and everything still good? All right, let's see who we got up here next. Let's see. All right, Zeus, roast my profile. I'm a gym rat. Austin. All right, Austin. Let's see. Let's see if her profile is up to par for daddy. Let's see. All right, let's see. Share my screen. Let's do this. Share screen. Okay. Boom. All right. So we are on Austin's profile. First and foremost, I don't love the profile picture just because, again, like I said, this is what the girl's going to see. You're in great shape. You're obviously jacked, so she's going to see that you're jacked, but she's not going to see your face. She's not going to see what you look like. So it's going to be really difficult for her to get a sense for who you are. And again, she's going to see this every time she gets a notification, every time she gets a DM from you, you're going to see that little picture of you. That's why the picture is so important. I literally can't emphasize that enough. The bio as well. You have no bio. So who is Austin? I have no fucking clue. And the girl's not going to have a clue either. And she's going to come here. She's not going to see an interesting bio. She's not going to get captivated right there. And she's probably just going to move on. So those are two big no-nos from the start, off the jump already. No caption on your photo. This is a pretty generic photo that anyone could take. I don't like this photo. We got a video here of you lifting at the gym. If you post videos like this on your profile, I actually don't like posting videos just like this, just because most people just aren't going to watch them unless there's something crazy or there's a big promise. Think about it on YouTube. You click on a video because the title, the thumbnail is interesting, and then you decide if you're going to keep watching. If there's no promise of the video, it's hard to do it. And in this video, like, again, a lot of dating is really just thinking about marketing, right? This caption right here, the grind never ends. I have no idea what's going to happen at the end of this video, so I have no incentive to watch the video. And so a girl who stumbles upon your profile, unless she already likes you and you're already dating, she's not going to have a reason to sit here and watch this video. So if you must post videos like this, I recommend posting a picture first, and then like one of the slide posts or the carousel posts, and then put the video second, because the picture at least is more engaging. And with videos, especially stuff like this, it's hard to give me an idea of who you are. I also can't really see you very well. There's a lot of stuff moving around. Almost without failure, I hate black and white photos. So not a great one. Mirror selfies are like just too low quality. The black and white. This looks like it was taken in 2012. Yeah, I think you gotta revamp how you do the photos. The snowboarding photo is actually your best one. And again, like, it doesn't require any crazy editing. It just requires you have a nice, well-lit pictures. All of the pictures here are really, really poorly lit. And the lighting's the most important thing. Yeah, man. The profile needs some work, man. You haven't been watching Zeus's videos. Zeus and I have been pumping out videos nonstop. You gotta keep up with what you're doing, brother. All right, let's see. How do I let's see, let's catch up on the comments here. Let's see. Is all of this making sense, by the way? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Are you guys finding this valuable and useful? I know you guys are spamming your Instagram handles in the chat, but if you guys are finding this useful, I'll keep doing this. If not, I want to switch. Maybe we'll do some reaction videos or something. All right. Let's see. Who we looking at in here? Hide current comment. All right, we got rid of this. All right. Oh, okay. We'll do Andres. Andres is actually in the Facebook group for the Instagame course. Inside the Instagame course, there's actually a coaching element. So if you're inside the Instagame course, we have a Facebook group and I actually review your profiles. I review the profiles of people in the Facebook group regularly, basically every day. So I'm doing this, what you're seeing now, basically all the time on demand for the people inside the group. So if you like Instagame and you want it, and you want me to give you direct feedback on your profile, I don't always have enough time to get to everyone in these lives. I do that. Zeus and I do that in the Instagame Facebook group as part of the coaching program associated with it for now. So let's see how my man Andres is doing. All right, let's see. How do I share my screen again? Jesus, this is all just Instagram spams now. Oh my God, you guys are savages. You guys are fucking savages. All right, let's see. Let's have me share my screen real quick. All right, man. Andres, let's hope. I remember reviewing your profile a little while ago, so I hope we can go from there. First and foremost, the profile picture is a little cartoon, which is not bad, but if you're going to do it, you have to do it tastefully. It has to be a high quality image. It has to look cool. This one looks fucking badass. It looks cool. It vaguely looks like him, so you can get away with it. Usually I say no to cartoon type headshots for a profile picture, but give or take, it can work sometimes. The bio is the best bio we've seen out of anyone today, of course, because Andres is a student of the Instagame. It tells me where he's from. He's from Cartagena, Colombia. He is a big cats tamer, political science and international relations student. So big cats tamer. It's an interesting personality-filled way of saying, I imagine he works at a zoo or he works with animals, does biology or some shit like that. Also tells me a little more, political science, international relations student. I know what he's doing. I know who he is. I know the path. I know where he's going, which is great. This is him saying that he's a wine connoisseur, which is dope. He tells me a little bit about him. It's a simple bio, but it gives me a little breadcrumbs. You have to give the girl a little breadcrumbs to build the intrigue and show her like, hey, I'm interesting. This is my personality. Here's a little snapshot. Because a lot of times if you nail the bio right, then sometimes you have the girls DMing you, asking you about it because they start building up an idea in their head. And then when they talk to you, you can confirm it. So that's another big reason why bios are huge. He got some cool little story highlights here. We're not going to click through those just because highlights are usually long. Let's see. This is a simple photo. I like this photo. It's super simple. He, cuando mañana entras de nuevo al semestre virtual. So his caption is saying, when tomorrow you start the new your new virtual semester. So he has a little image of him here. This is simple. He took this on his couch. Anyone can take a photo like this. There's some good lighting behind him. It's not a crazy edit. I'm sure he just slapped on a simple filter on there and he was done. Had a little funny meme here. This is how you tastefully incorporate memes and show the girl your sense of humor. One, he has a good caption. He's like talking about how virtual online school sucks. It shows me he's in school, whatever. And then he says to scroll and you go ahead and you see a funny meme. A lot of guys will just throw a meme on their Instagram profile and like with no context and no one's going to know about it except like the 3 other friends in their group chat. So it's like, what do we do? Why are we posting memes that no one's going to get, right? So this is a tasteful way to incorporate your sense of humor. I like this. This is a decent photo. It's at nighttime, so the lighting is kind of but it's okay. He doesn't have a lot of photos. as he gets more photos, as you get better photos, you can archive and get rid of, sort of like delete your older photos that aren't as good. This is passable for now, given the state of his profile. He's still working on it. He's pretty new. He's only been doing this for a little while. Wait, let me grab my bag for the photo. Again, a little cheeky caption here. I like it. I usually don't love photos like this, but if you're a photographer or something, or like an artist, and it matches your vibe and your personality and who you are, it's okay to tastefully put them in here. I would say he's done a good job of sort of like balancing it with pictures of himself, but I would definitely have a few more photos of you in here. This is actually a good group photo because a few things. You can see the light from the building behind him is shining on him, so you can see his face clearly. You can see everyone else clearly. And there's only 3 people, and there's a great background. There's a lot of space. It's a well-taken photo. It's not like just some photo some drunk dude took at a party of you and your friends that looks generic. This is not a generic photo at all. It's well lit, which is the biggest issue with group photos, is that if you're taking a group photo, it's usually on an occasion, and it's like sort of thrown off. You're like, oh, let me just take a quick photo, and it's like, it just looks shitty. This is actually a great group photo. So I'm not against group photos. The reason Zeus and I say group photos aren't good is because 9 times out of 10, the context of which group photos are being taken usually sucks. So great group photo there, Andres. Is a decent photo. The quality looks like it took a bit of a hit, but again, it's passable for now. It's already better than most people. So decent one here. Decent photo. I would say you need more photos of you, man. Definitely need some more photos of you. And I think you're sort of on the right path. You're already getting better. You have a good eye for lighting. Try not to take so many photos at night, because these photos look like they were taken at night, which is why the lighting is off in them. And again, the lighting is the most important part of all of it. But yeah, man, as always, you're in the Facebook group. Let me know if you wanna, if you need help from me or the other guys in there. All right, let's see who else we're gonna roast in here. Big fan of Daddy. Thank you. Daddy's a big fan of you guys as well. Let's see. Can you guys let me know in the comments if you guys are actually finding this helpful and you like this? Let me know here so I know if I can keep doing them. I think I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more, and then I want to move on to something else. I want to answer different questions. I don't want to be stuck doing Instagram reviews all night. I want to move on a little bit because we don't have all the time in the world. Zeus's manager got work to do for Zeus. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Who is next? You guys are really spamming the IGs in here, but I guess that's the point, right? That's what we're here for. So let's see. Okay. All right, Brian, we're doing you next. Brian, I think is going to be the last one. We'll see how I'm feeling. These Instagram profile roasts are tiring, man. They're tiring. Let's see. Brian Orok. What nationality is that name? Orok. We'll see when I look at you. You think. All right. Let's get my screen. Try a Latino. Andres was Latino. He's from Colombia. At real Donald Trump. Donald Trump got kicked all of social media. I'd probably get the live ban just for showing his stuff. Let's see. Okay, sharing my screen. Share screen. Let's do this, boys. Let's do this. All right, Brian. First and foremost, this profile picture is pretty bad. I can't see what you look like. It's like all weirdly edited, so it's really difficult to see. I would definitely 100% change this. Definitely 100%. The bio, I would change the weird text, because I have to, if I have to spend an extra second reading it, then a girl's not going to spend an extra second reading it to try and see like what it is and figure it out. It should be as easy, as simple as possible. So I would just use the normal text. You're just making it complicated for no reason. The bio overall is good though. Just the text kind of really ruins it. So your bio is good. Outdoorsman, anthropologist, conservationist. So again, boom, boom, boom. I'm getting a really good snapshot of who you are. UCLA alumni, search and rescue, aspiring Army surgeon, former firefighter, Grace U. So you sound like quite the Renaissance man, but I imagine most people aren't even seeing this because of all the weird text. It's taking them too long to read it. They're just like, I don't care enough. I'm just going to go click on somewhere else. You got to remember, a phone is just a dopamine machine. Like, you have to really give someone a reason to be interested in what you have to say and what you're doing in order for them to care enough to read it. So any obstacles you add, like weird text that's hard to read, is just going to make it more difficult. Mirror selfies are a big no, so definitely delete that. I don't love this picture because like the weird edit thing here. I don't know if is like a promo for someone else. I wouldn't do that. This is a decent photo. I like this. This is okay. Shows me an activity of what you're doing. Shows me a little bit more of who you're about. I don't love selfies, but I guess it's a recurring theme on yours. But selfies usually just aren't great. The lighting in these is actually decently edited, so you're kind of getting away with it. So I'm not going to say absolutely don't do them, especially if they're like a recurring theme, but I would definitely stay away from them. Let's see what else. You have a lot of like travel stuff, which is, this is actually a really good photo. I like this. But I feel like there's no great like high quality photos of you where I can just look at you and say like, wow, this is what this guy looks like. I have a good idea in my head. I can see what this guy looks like. See, this is a great showing you another activity. You do a decent job of showing your activities. I would try to not use like the cheesy Instagram filters, because the cheesy Instagram filters fucking suck. Don't use Instagram filters. The apps, Visco has good filters. There's a lot of other apps you can use. But yeah, I would definitely not use the cheesy Instagram filters. There's not many clear photos of your face. This one's far. It's kind of hard to see. You do a great job of highlighting the activities you do, but I can't really see your face and what you look like clearly in a lot of these photos. So I would do that. I would also remove some of these photos. Some of these are really old and like, like low quality and shit like that. And if a photo isn't helping your profile, if it isn't helping you, it's hurting you. So I would definitely do that. Overall, yeah, you got to update this bio. You definitely got to update the text on that bio, get rid of this profile picture, but not bad. You have some good elements in there, but you also have elements in there that I'll definitely balance out and sort of fix up. Okay. Let's see. Why should I ever take advice from a YouTuber who yet never shows their face and has used software to mask their voice? How is that supposed to be confidence? I don't understand the question. Zeus, there's no software. It's just Zeus's voice. Everyone always says that there's like a software or something. It's literally just Zeus's voice. The reason I picked this because this is an interesting question. The thing is I'm going to get my chair so I can kneel on it. The thing is, who is saying something and what they're saying is different than what they're saying. If someone is saying the truth, it doesn't matter who's saying it, what they look like or their authority. Even if someone's saying the truth, then it's the truth, right? You should judge it on the quality of what's being said rather than the quality of the person is important, right? Because words should match actions, but the quality of what's being said is much more important, especially when you're trying to learn something mechanical, like the basics of dating or the basics of self-improvement. So those are the 2 cents. That's what Zeus would say. So I'm sure he would echo that sentiment. Done with the Instagram roasting fans profiles. If you'd like more of this, I do this basically every single day inside the Instagame coaching group. So click the link in the description. You can check out Instagame if that's something that interests you. If not, maybe I'll do some of these live streams more in the future, but I actually want to transition more into a Q&A, or if you guys have interesting suggestions, I can answer some I can answer some questions, or if you guys have great suggestions, I can actually maybe we can do a little bit of a impromptu reaction video going on here. We can react to some good stuff. Any other dating coaches or any other dating YouTubers, funny stuff that you want me to react to, we can do some of that too. We have a YouTube video coming out. The YouTube video will either come out tomorrow or Monday. We have a new video coming out, so we will see that. Let's see. What's a girl's point of view on dating? Wait, why is this hard to? It's hard to see all the comments with all the IG spam. I'm not doing IG comments anymore. What's your opinion on Jose Zuniga? Well, I'm wearing an Essentials sweatshirt right now, which I actually really like. And Jose is a good friend of mine, so I like Jose. I actually think his brands are dope. I've spent hundreds of dollars of my own money on Essentials, not just like the stuff he sends me because we're friends and we've promoted Essentials in the past. I've bought Essentials with my own money plenty of times before, and I'm sure I will in the future. I actually really like Essentials. I like what Jose does. And yeah, I've even bought his sunglasses. I just bought a pair of his sunglasses like a couple days ago because it's cool. If your friends start businesses, if your friends are doing stuff, the best way to support them is to pay them money and give them business. So yeah, definitely, Jose is a good friend of mine. We've hung out a few times in the past. I spent some time with him in Miami a couple years ago, and we talk somewhat regularly. Jose is a good guy. I like him. What else? What else we got here? Based Zeus versus Alex Costa. Alex is a great friend of mine. We used to hang out all the time when I used to live in LA. And I talked to Alex for quite a week. Alex and I talked on the phone a couple weeks ago. Alex versus Base Zeus. It's a tough one. We do different stuff. I think the thing with Base Zeus is I think Base Zeus is a hard channel to compare to. The most natural comparison to compare Base Zeus to is to like Teaching Men's Fashion or Alpha M or Alex Costa. But I feel like Base Zeus is a little bit different in the fact that it's dating focused. And so Aaron, Jose, and Alex are all definitely more fashion and grooming focused. And they're talking about dating from a context and from a position of style and grooming and how those things improve your dating. Meanwhile, Zeus is very much just dating focused. So it's a little bit like comparing apples to oranges. I get why the comparison is there. And it's not like I mind the comparison. I just think it's hard to compare Zeus because I do think, and I don't say this in a way that like, oh, Zeus is the best channel ever, but I do think what Zeus and I and the team have built is definitely like one of a kind. And it's a little bit difficult to compare it to those sorts of channels just because those guys are very style and grooming focused. And although they do cover dating and stuff like that, again, it's within the context of style and grooming mostly, and we don't really cover style and stuff like that on Zeus just because so many other people cover style and grooming so well that it's kind of like we'll leave those guys, we'll leave the professionals to do that, and we'll leave ourselves, the professionals, to focus on the dating and sort of like the more philosophical side of self-improvement. What do you think about Charisma on Command? So I am a huge Charisma on Command fans. Charlie and Ben are some of the best people. Charlie and Ben are the two people who own Charisma on Command, who founded the channel. Charlie and Ben are two of the best people I've met in the YouTube space. They're super, super smart guys. And not only that, they're super high integrity. They really think about what they're doing. They're always thinking about doing the right thing. And I'm actually really, really good friends with them. I used to go surfing with Ben all the time back when I was living in LA. So I love Charlie and Ben, and I love the Charisma on Command videos. They're great. I actually listen to their podcast almost every week. So yeah. Let's see. What else? How do you tell a girl you're uninterested? The fact is, man, you just tell her. A lot of guys think like you're doing a service by leading the girl on or trying to like, dance around it. Just say, hey, listen, I'm only interested. If you're interested in just being friends with her, just say that, hey, like I'm not interested in us dating or having a romantic relationship, but I'd very much like to be friends with her. If you don't even want to be friends with her, just say, hey, listen, I'm not really interested. I'm interested in other people right now, or I'm not really interested in us taking things further romantically. I hope you understand that's just how I'm feeling right now. You're not doing anyone a service by wasting their time. The best thing you could do is just get right to the point and don't waste any of their time, because otherwise you're wasting their time, which is the worst thing you can do. So by holding out and waiting and like overthinking, it's just procrastination. Just do it. What's your opinion on the red pill? Asking someone what their opinion on the red pill is like asking someone what their opinion on religion is, right? The red pill means so many different things to so many different guys within the manosphere within dating. I think generally I dislike I feel like there's an element of toxicity in the red pill, just because most guys get red pilled when a girl hurts their feelings. And I dislike the propensity for men in the red pill to extrapolate and make generalizations about all women based on just one experience. There's a whole like subgenre of videos on YouTube on the red pill where it's like, oh, this woman did this one specific woman in this one obscure circumstance did this one crazy thing that's like so bad. And you see, this is just proof that women are bad, or women, they only care about looks, money, and status, or whatever. I feel like the red pill can become a little bit of a circle jerk in terms of just, confirming your prior beliefs that, women are a certain way and making generalizations about them. The thing is that me personally, I've approached thousands of women. I've dated tons and tons of women. No two women are the same. Of course, no two people are the same. And I think the world is a lot more complicated than a lot of the generalizations that come out of the red pill. I haven't spent a lot of time in it for a lot of those reasons, because I feel as though a lot of it is just noise. There's not a lot of it's just self-improvement rebranded, a lot of it. But I haven't spent that much time on it, so I don't want to give like a hard opinion on it. But I dislike that the idea of the generalizations they try to make, and they try and make it all scientific. There's almost nothing scientific that I've seen in the red pill. And then if you disagree with anything they say, it's almost like a cult, where it's like if you disagree with them, you're a blue pill beta, and then they don't even address the disagreement. Those are my 2 cents. Again, I'm not really well versed in a lot of the red pill stuff. Maybe there's some good stuff in there. I'm sure there is, but those are just my early thoughts on how it is. What are your thoughts on AMS? I actually haven't watched many of his videos. He's one of the red pill guys. People always comment saying, like, what are your thoughts on him? I haven't really watched many of his videos. So it's hard to say. I honestly don't know. Love from India, brother. India is one of the biggest, demographics of people who watch my videos are from India. I'm not sure why. Someone tell me what it is about India and Indian culture that is so that with the content that I make that is so powerful. Zeus and I would love to know. Okay. Are you based Zeus? No, I'm just based Zeus's manager. Go watch the face reveal. Explains everything, just Zeus's manager. Okay, let's see some more. You guys are asking some great questions today. I'm actually liking this, having a lot of fun. And it's great because I can stand. I don't feel like I'm stuck sitting down. This is great. Let's see. Let's see a lot of the same questions. How many girlfriends have you had or have? It depends what you mean by girlfriends. Girlfriends, like a serious relationship where I'm seeing a woman for a long period of time. Maybe four or five that were like serious, seeing them basically exclusively. But in terms of like dating, actually, like how many women have I dated? I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the number is. Like gone on dates. How many women have I gone on dates with or seen, like casually? I have no idea. I have no idea what the number is. I'm not even gonna try and guess. For you, who's better, Alpha M teaching men's fashion or Alex? It's different. Like Alex is the goat of hair content, right? Alpha M is the OG, right? Like Alpha M really created. He's the pioneer of a big part of this genre, right? I think he's largely he's a big part of. He has a lot of responsibility in how this subgenre on YouTube developed, and he's inspired definitely a lot of people. I think where Alpha M really shines is in his videos when he's got behind him and he gets really candid and he speaks from the heart. Because the thing is, Aaron is so much older than most of the guys making content on YouTube, so he has so much experience. And I actually love his videos when he's like speaking from the heart with his brick wall. Those are the videos I watch of him. And then Jose obviously thrives in the fashion and the style videos, but also I like his challenge videos that he's doing lately that are sort of Jubilee-esque. I like those a lot. So they're, again, like every one of these guys, the reason they're all so big on YouTube is because they have a specialty, right? So I think the channels are definitely all different. And I think another place where Jose thrives is that he has so many brands that are dope, like Essentials and Jade Black. So yeah. Me and my girlfriend are like Nike and McDonald's because I'm doing it and she is loving it. That's a good one. I'm gonna screenshot that. I'm gonna save that one. Oh my god. That's actually really funny. Oh man. Let's see what else we got here. How to not get emotionally attached with a girl. I think it's important to understand that you are the one who's responsible for all of your feelings and your emotions, no one else. I think a lot of guys, when they're young and before they understand this and before they have sort of life experience, certainly when I was really, really young, when I was in high school, I used to like get really emotional over girls at times, right? I think you have to understand that you are in charge of your emotions, and regardless of how you feel, you can always choose how to act. So the simplest answer to your question is, okay, you feel emotionally attached. I'm elevating my desk so I better support. Oh, my answer would be, okay, you feel emotionally attached to a girl. So what? It doesn't change what you're going to do. You already know what you have to do, right? Like you've decided either you're going to pursue trying to date her, you're going to do X, or you're going to do Y. The feelings, the emotions don't change the action. Regardless of how you feel, you have a very good understanding. As humans, we have a very good understanding of what the right thing to do is, what makes the most sense. So just do it regardless of how you feel. That's the answer to a lot of the questions that I get asked here. I have a huge crush on a lesbian and she is exactly my type, and we flirt constantly. Advice. This is an interesting one. Maybe she just flirts with you for fun. Maybe there is some attraction there. Just ask her. Just say like, hey, like I would just try and make a move and just see what happens. I mean, worst case, she says no, and she says no respectfully, and you're just like, all right, fuck. At least I shot my shot. Just go for it. Just see what happens. I'm losing my space here. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to where we are. How many likes per day do you get on your Tinder? I actually don't know. I could check. It depends. With Tinder, man, it's pay to win. Like I hate to say it, but Tinder's pay to win. Just buy like the gold or the platinum. It's like $15 a month or whatever it is. But it is so much better to just buy the Tinder platinum, because then you get way more likes, and you can also see who liked you. So you can just, if you wanted to just be really fast, what I would do is I would just go and see who likes me and then only swipe on those. So then I'm only messaging. And if I'm on Tinder, I'm only messaging girls who I've already matched with. And it's just not worth the time and like the dopamine hit of like swiping and seeing if you get a match. Just fucking pay for it. The $15, it's worth the time, and it saves you hours of time. And again, you can always make more money. You can always get more money back. You can never get your time back. Okay. What's your favorite Tom Ford cologne? I like fucking Fabulous a lot, and I like ombre leather. It's hard to pick one, man. I like the Costa Azura too. They're all so good. I fucking love fragrances. I could talk about fragrances all day. What do you think about Entrepreneurs in Cars YouTube channel? I don't think I've heard of him. Maybe I'll look him up afterwards. What is your opinion of RSD Tyler and RSD now? So I actually was never an RSD fan in the sense that doesn't mean I dislike RSD, but I never really watched their videos. A big reason why Zeus and I actually started the channel was because we felt that all of the dating advice on YouTube was either really, really niche pickup content in the sense that it was, RSD putting out like 45-minute long videos, hour-long videos, and it was really only for the subgenre of guys who were already into pickup. And then, so that was one end of the like wild extreme, right? Like guys who were doing dating and pickup as like a full-time hobby. And on the other end of the extreme was sort of like Aaron, Alpha M, and other guys like that who were doing a little bit of dating advice, but within the context of style and grooming. And there was no one really who was doing dating in a way that was actionable and easy to understand. Because if you wanted to go and learn pickup from RSD, there's a pretty high barrier to entry in the fact that, one, you have to invest a lot of time watching all of these super long videos. There's like all this pickup terminology and jargon. And in the other sense, where you saw, the more lifestyle YouTubers, they covered dating, but we felt that we could cover dating in a deeper way, but in a way that was simple and easy to understand and really make dating the focus. Because there's a lot of guys, I mean, why do you even get into style and grooming in the first place, right? Because you want to look better, you want to look attractive, more appealing to the opposite sex, right? So by being in the middle, I think is where we really solved the need, and we made dating accessible and easy. And since focus, I think that's really why the channel blew up and grew so well. In terms of RSD, I'm not really too familiar with them because I didn't watch a lot of their stuff. I've met Tyler before. I've met Tyler once or twice. He seemed like a cool guy when I met him. I have nothing bad to say about anyone there. But in terms of the content and stuff, I'm not really, I can't really say just because I never really watched a lot of it. But they had hundreds, thousands of guys come out on boot camps, and tons of guys swear by RSD and say they got results with it. So it's hard to argue against that, but I don't really have much of a great opinion on it. Sorry. You look like you could be Indian. I get this all of the time. I have a sneaking suspicion that since so much of Zeus's audience is Indian, they hope that Zeus's manager is also Indian. Alas, I am not Indian, not at all. I'm Hispanic and black, so that's what it is. I'm a little Native American, but that's not really Indian, is it? It would be American Indian if anything, but Hispanic and black, a little bit of Native American in there. So I'm a true mixed breed human. There's a girl I'm talking to. She uses the word bro a lot. Does it mean she is sending bad signals? You're overthinking it. Like, just stop overthinking it. The fact that you're overthinking it signals to me that you don't have anything better to do, which is a bigger issue that you should be working on. You should, if you're sitting around wondering if a girl's sending like signals by using like one phrase or one specific word, you just have to work on having more important things in your life to worry about. Because if you don't, your ceiling for the types of women you can date is going to be very low. Who's that standing behind you? It's a punching bag. Where did you grow up? Manhattan. Should an 18-year-old man be dating? I don't like to tell guys what they should or shouldn't be doing. Zeus and I usually like to stick to what's worked for us. What are your values? Like, why are you asking me? Why are you asking Zeus? Why are you asking us if you should be dating or not? You should know the answer to that question. What are your values? What's important to you right now? I think you should be asking yourself that. I think your answer to that question is the most important one. I could give you like a throwaway answer, like, oh, all 18-year-old men should be. What's important to you? Why are you asking the question on a live stream instead of asking it to yourself? Really thinking about that, thinking about what's important to you. What are your values? What do you want to do with your life? What are your priorities right now? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Can I have that beanie? I got this beanie for free in one of those like I don't remember what it was. Like one of those subscription boxes where they send you like a style thing. I got this beanie for free. I'm wearing it because my hair's a mess. When you're Hispanic and black, man, you got curly, frizzy hair, and I didn't do my hair today. I don't do my hair almost ever. I just wear a hat unless I'm doing something. What do I do if my interest in dating girls is almost dead? Don't date girls. Why? It's simple. If you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. You don't have to date girls all the time. It comes and goes, man. Sometimes dating's a big priority for you. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes business and career is a huge number one priority for you. Sometimes you're focused on your spiritual happiness. What are your priorities? I see questions like this a lot. Zeus and I get questions about this a lot, where they ask Zeus more specifically, what should I be doing, or what do I do with this? It's like, well, you should be the one figuring out that answer. I know that feels like a cop out, right? Like you guys come to the channel because you want to hear Zeus's answers and get specific advice. But outside of specific how-tos on certain things like texting or Instagram, for example, where it's mechanical and there's easy fixes here and there, a lot of the questions, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but the style of the videos has gotten less like 4 ways to do this exact thing. I mean, we may title it that and we may give 4 points, but we've been being a lot more macro and I guess philosophical and sort of posing the right questions for you guys to ask yourself and giving you guys the mental models and the tools to do things yourself. Because aside from like, texting or like Instagram or photos, there's certain little things here or there where like a specific how-to or a specific action guide is helpful. But beyond that, it's a lot more important to have the mindset and the mental models to work things out yourself. So that's why we've shifted the focus of the channel a little bit. Does my follower count impact my chances? If you have less than 100 followers on Instagram, it hurts you a little bit. Yes, because the girl's going to think to herself, why does this guy have like 10 followers and gets no likes? Like, is he like some sort of social recluse? Like, is he a weirdo that people stay away from? Should I stay away from him? It's a bit of a red flag if you have less than 100 followers. But if you have at least 100 followers and you get like a few decent likes on your photos, like you should be fine. The followers do not make or break though. Is it a good idea to go out with an e-girl? Do you think it's a good idea to go out with an e-girl? It really just depends. What is an e-girl? You should be asking yourself this question. If you're asking me, it's probably not a good idea for you. You probably have an issue with it. Has COVID affected you? Yes. The viewership on the channel here, Zeus and I believe COVID affected a lot. Our viewership has basically been half of what it used to be essentially a year ago. As soon as March hit last year, March 2020 hit, our viewership and our subscriber growth just got totally cut in half. And the amount of money we make has gone down quite a lot too. I think with COVID and all the restrictions, people aren't searching for dating content. If it gets recommended on YouTube to them, they're not clicking it as often. You got to think about it. People aren't in class, they're not in school, they're not at work, they're not going to nightclubs, so they're not really as interested in dating. There's a lot of online dating going on, but even that, it's not the same as being in person and stuff. So COVID has definitely affected our channel. And I think if you look at the other channels of the men's lifestyle guys, the numbers aren't as high as they used to be. That's definitely how it's affected our business. It's definitely hurt how much money we make for sure. But yes, that's how sort of COVID's affected us. Luckily for me, I haven't gotten COVID that I know of. My dad had COVID. I know some people have had COVID, but I don't know anyone who's had it really bad wherein, they had a severe thing. My dad had some long-term lingering symptoms for a little while, but he's fine, thankfully. Let's see what else we got. I feel like I'm screwed completely because I can't work in the job field I want to because of COVID. What should I do to start my own business? I hate my fucking job. This is what I'll say. If you hate your job, I saw a tweet earlier, so this is definitely not mine, but I thought it made a lot of sense. If you hate your job, if you 10 out of 10 hate your job, you have to 13 out of 10 want to do something else. Your desire to do something else has to be stronger than your desire to hate your job. because in order to start a business and make it profitable, for example, Zeus and I, we started the YouTube channel in May. We started it in May 2016, but we didn't post until July 2016. I was setting the channel up, get everything ready. It took us a year and a half until the channel broke even in terms of revenue. So for a whole year and a half, we were losing thousands and thousands of dollars, and we were working on the channel practically full time. And we made no money. And in 6 months, we had hit 100,000 subscribers. So even when we had 100,000 subscribers and we were successful to a certain extent, we weren't necessarily profitable. So if you start a business, starting a business is fucking hard. And depending on the industry and what you're working on, it's hard as well. Dating, for example, is not a very profitable or lucrative industry because everyone wants to date. But a lot of people aren't willing to pay to learn how to date, whether it's through courses or boot camps or whatever. It's not as profitable. For example, if you were made a finance YouTube channel, like the CPMs for finance YouTube channels is crazy. Or if you make a program teaching people how to invest or do personal finance, or if you do affiliates with personal finance companies, it's a lot more lucrative because the idea is if you invest in learning personal finance, you'll make way more money. There's an easier return on investment there. The issue I have with the concept of I hate my job, should I start my own business, is that you should really only start a business. If you don't feel compelled to start the business, if you don't feel like the problem you're working on is really, really important, and if you don't feel like the problem you're working on, or you don't feel really, really compelled to make the product or start this business, then it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to go through the ups and downs and the emotional abuse that is starting a business. So if you're just starting a business just to try and make money, it can work. But the likelihood that you're going to be able to stick it out is lower than, I mean, for example, like why does, I hate making comparisons like this, but why does Elon Musk, he made like $300 million selling PayPal in his first company, and then he pours every single dollar of it into 3 different companies, right? Into Tesla, SpaceX, and SolarCity. And these were all companies with high failure rates, but he felt compelled to do it. He thought these were really, really important things to start. So he went ahead and he did them, and they've turned out to be successful, but they were failures for years and years and years, losing money. He was basically going to go broke at one point. Are you comfortable with the idea? Like, are you going to be satisfied working on the business if it makes no money? That's a question you really have to ask yourself, because even if the business is somewhat successful, I mean, Zeus was successful, right? We had a few 100,000 subscribers, but we still weren't making any money off of it. And we had to sort of figure out, how are we going to make money off of this? How are we going to support the team? How are we going to do it? How are we going to stay in business? Because we can't afford to make the content. Then we're not going to be able to put out the videos. We chose dating, even though dating is not a very profitable niche, and self-improvement, because that's what we felt was important. That's what we were obsessed with at the time. That's what we're still obsessed with to a certain extent, right? So it was worth it, and it was worth the thousands of dollars we lost upfront. We lost, tens of thousands of dollars upfront in the first year and a half of running it until we became profitable. But you don't need to start your own business, like go try and build a huge business either. You can build a business that's easier and I guess more realistic. You could try freelance work. You could try being an independent contractor. There's plenty of, we hire independent contractors and freelancers all the time. It's their own business, but it's a little bit easier in that they're providing a service. So you can start any business you want. It can be like a crazy, huge, startup type business that's high risk. The stakes are high. You start a YouTube channel, which the likelihood of success is small, and it's probably not the most profitable unless you're doing it in a certain way, you're really smart about it. Or you can start, a cash flow business, or you could just be a freelancer and you get to make your own hours. I think a lot of people who think they want to start their own business really just want to make their own hours and control their own time and have that freedom. And I think you can do that by being a freelancer or being a contractor or being a consultant of sorts. I mean, we pay people to build our websites or build the software, how we host our courses, and those people make great money. So it really just depends. You just have to have a really, really strong desire to do something else. And finding that thing is you just got to try a bunch of shit and see what works. Zeus and I both, we started tons of there's a whole graveyard of failed businesses we started before that went nowhere. So that's a very long-winded answer to that question. What do you do for fun? I go on live and I talk to you guys and I answer your guys' questions. Luckily for me, working with Zeus, working with the team, and working on this YouTube channel, working on my personal YouTube channel, reading, writing. I play video games. Those are the sorts of things I do for fun. Yeah, just a lot of normal stuff. I recently watched Peaky Blinders. I watch one Netflix show a year. Every year and a half, I'll watch a Netflix show. I never watch Netflix or any shows because it's too much. It's too distracting. It takes over my time. And I want the main focus to be what I'm working on is business or stuff I really care about. And I feel like a lot of shows are a waste of time, but I watched Peaky Blinders and that shit was fucking amazing. Go watch Peaky Blinders. Let's see. I'm kind of having trouble understanding this question, but it seems like what's the success rate of the stuff you teach with Zeus? Well, the stuff Zeus and I teach, we teach it because it's what's worked for us in the past. We get messages every single day of guys who've gotten girlfriends, guys who've done really well thanks to our advice. What the success rate is, I don't know. I don't want to lie and just say, of course, it's 100%. Not 100% of the people watch the videos are successful because, one, they may misinterpret what we say. So they do something that's sort of different. So by misinterpreting it, they don't get success. 99% of the people who watch the videos don't get results because they don't try it. They don't do anything. Most people watch and consume YouTube videos addictively or for entertainment. It's infotainment, so they say, which is why with our courses, that's a big reason why our courses are paid, because when you make the investment to do something, to learn something, you've invested money. There's a sunk cost. So you're like, fuck, I invested money into this. I'm going to take this seriously and I'm going to do this. And also with our courses, we structure it differently so that the results and the success rate is much higher. For example, we lock videos. You can only watch certain videos after you do certain things after a certain period of time. Because if you want to learn something, the worst thing you can do is go binge watch a bunch of videos and like be overwhelmed with all this information and then do nothing about it, which is what 99% of people do on YouTube when they try and learn something. They're really just procrastinating, and it's a lot of just self-amusement. They're just watching the videos for entertainment. They never do anything with it. I think the way to get the most out of the videos on Zeus would be to watch 1 or 3 at a time and go and apply them and really try them out in person. I think if you were to really be disciplined and diligent about how you consume the content, what you're doing, and the application of them and taking action on them, you could do just fine with the YouTube videos, but it's definitely much harder. There's other distractions on YouTube. That's another big reason with the course, with why we offer courses, is because the success rate is much higher. 1, because you're invested, so you're in there. 2, we've structured exactly how it is. There's no other distractions. And 3, we iterate and we improve it over time. That's the success rate. What the actual number is, I have no idea. But quite honestly, the number of anyone watching YouTube videos and going on to do great with it is probably low, right? Everyone has all the world's knowledge in their pocket, right? Yet, we're not everyone is building rockets or, curing cancer. It's really what you do with it. Let's see. You guys asked some good questions today. These are fun. Okay. What do you think about all these gold digger car pranks? Dude, those pranks have been fake for like 5 years. Like even the first one that fucking Vitaly did like 10 years ago was fake. Those are all fake. Again, all of those social experiments and pranks, 99% of them are fake, and they're designed to do that. If you're being outraged, if you're feeling it when you watch a video, when you watch the news or you watch, these pranks or social experiments, the feeling you get, like your gut feeling, that it's designed. They want you to be outraged because it's an emotion and it gets you to keep watching. It gets you to engaged. So it's just a way people are trying to confirm your prior beliefs that women are gold diggers or whatever. It's bullshit. One second, I'm gonna get more water. Hey, can you put lemon and lime on this, and can you get me put sparkling water in it? Thank you. Let's see what else. What do you think Steph is cold? I get his videos recommended all the time. I haven't really watched them though, so I don't know. Is it a good idea to date while in college while studying in a rough major? This is what I'll say. Again, what are your priorities? What's your main focus right now? Focus on that is number one. Two, man, like if something's important to you, you'll make time for it. If dating's important to you, you'll make time for it. There's 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep 8 hours, 9 hours. You still have all the other hours in the day. I doubt you're working for 12 hours a day on schoolwork or even 15 hours a day. Because even if you worry that you still have, that's still 2-3 hours in a day to date. So stop wasting time on your phone. Stop wasting time doing other dumb shit that you don't care about. Really be intentional with your time and make time for it if you care about it and you want to do both, because you can. College is a very, very unique opportunity and a very unique place to date because the logistics are great. Everyone lives on campus in the same vicinity. There's a bit of a comfort there. Like people don't have their guard up because everyone's part of the same community. Everyone kind of knows each other. So college is one of the best, probably the best environment to date in. So the opportunity cost of not dating in college is high. But again, if it's something that's not important to you at the time, then don't do it. But if you want to do something, you can do it as long as you're intentional about with your time. Just look at your phone. If you ever, is it ready? If you ever think, should I be doing something or what are my priorities? Or do I have time to do something? Just look at the fucking screen time on your phone. If the screen time on your phone is higher than 1 hour, then there's time in there. Whatever the screen time is on your phone, fucking cut that shit down. Thank you. All right, let's see. All right, we got some hate comments in here. Let's see them. Fuck you, man. All right. All right. You forgot your cup. No, she brought it to me. I asked her to do it. No. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to change the camera here for a second. Camera. Can you guys see me? Okay. The quality is not going to be as good because my camera just overheated. So the quality is not as good. Can you guys still hear me though? All right, cool. Let's see what else we got here. You look like a fag. Oh man, dude, the hate comments are awesome. Let's see what else we got here. In your personal experience, is there an unspoken ideological political prerequisite for mainstream online dating? Dude, you've been watching too much Jordan Peterson, man. It's not that deep. You're overthinking this, bro. You're overthinking this, bro. Just come on. Roast Rams jersey. I'm not doing roasts anymore. We did like an hour worth of roasts. How to get women in high school. Zeus made a whole video on that like 2 years ago. If you have a specific question for Zeus or I, 9 times out of 10, if you just look it up, if you just look up your question and then base Zeus after it, there's a good chance we covered it. We have over 200 videos on the channel, so it's a very good chance we covered your question. It looks like you chew rocks. What does that mean? I had wisdom teeth surgery a week ago, so I'm actually still swollen here. You can't tell because I have the cool light here, but I'm like still yellow and like bruised up from the surgery. Let's see what else we got here. How many numbers of ladies did you attract so far using your tech? What specific technique? In terms of numbers, I've gotten hundreds of girls' numbers before. This is a full-time job. Zeus has me out here working, you know. Best pickup line. Pickup lines have a place. They're not the end all be all. You're not going to just say one slick pickup line and that's going to be it. Everything after the pickup line has to match up and be great. But the best pickup line that I find works consistently on dating apps, sliding into the DMs is "I like your aesthetic." That's the best one. Let's see what else we got. Are you racist? No, of course not. I'm like every race. I'm like Hispanic, black. Like why? How could I be racist to myself? No. Hey, what's up, Julia? What's up, Julio? What's up, man? How to eat ass. That's a video we got to do soon. Zeus did a video on how to eat the other lady body part. Zeus did a video on that. The video still gets a lot of views, man. It was actually really funny. Best cold approach tip. You don't want to approach. You want to have absolutely no uncertainty when you approach. And I don't say that because like, oh, you have to be confident and, you know, carry yourself in a certain way. No, because if you approach in like a weird, like, hey, or like there's an uncertainty, it's going to throw the girl off. It's going to come off as creepy and weird. And it's just going to make her uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, you're going to like ooze that vibe onto her and it's going to kill the whole mood and the vibe of everything. So, yeah, that's the biggest reason. You have to be comfortable with yourself. Let's see what else we got here. Do you guys find any heat with YouTube's new guidelines? Did I miss new guidelines or something? I don't know what new guidelines came out. Wait, I saw a good question. I wanted to answer. Hold on. I cannot maintain eye contact with girls. What should I do? Why are you so? I would try and unpack and figure out why you're so insecure that eye contact with girls is so scary. I would figure that out. I would really think about that, and also just practice it, man. You practice it a fuck ton, as much as you can. Practice it with everyone you talk to, making eye contact with them. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Is it gay to kiss the homies goodnight? Of course not. Never. As long as the socks are on, you know. That's what they say, isn't it? Let's see what else. I bought Instagame when it came out and I love it. Thanks, Zeus. Dude, I'm glad you like it. Check it out again. We've been updating the course. We added like 2 or 3 new hours of content in the past few weeks. And we added the Facebook coaching group in it as well. So definitely go back in there. We added a lot of new content. And we're adding a little bit more. We're still getting your guys' feedback and improving it. No sex talk guidelines. Well, all right, guess the channel is getting taken down. I'm kidding. We don't really talk about sex that much. We have a few videos, but those videos are age restricted anyways. So I don't think that's a big deal. All of our videos, we don't, on YouTube, when you have a YouTube channel, when you upload videos, it says, is this video made for kids? And every single one of our videos, we just say, like our whole channel, we just say is not made for kids. So really, it's all, we say our channel is really for people who are 18 and up, which is true. We're not really making videos for people much younger than that. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of the same comments. I don't know if it's you guys spamming or if the chat is like messed up or something, or it does something different. What is this? What is these? Let's see. What do you teach in your courses? We have 3 courses. We have the Instagame course where we teach how to attract women using Instagram. We have copy paste templates of how to set up your photos, how to set up your captions, your bio, how to edit photos, the exact types of photos to make. It's just like all lists and copy paste templates of how to do it and apply it to your own life. We cover DMing extensively. We do breakdowns of successful conversations. We show how to go from first DM to first date. We cover all of it. We have a texting course where we cover building attraction over text message, whether it's text, Tinder, DMs, Snapchat, any messaging, building attraction over it. We cover that in the texting course. We actually just updated that course 6 months ago. 9 months ago. We updated it in July. We added a whole new module. And then we have the God Approach course, which is about building attraction in person and a lot of cold approaching, like seeing a girl, approaching her. Like you see a girl, I want to go up and talk to her, and I want to build attraction all the way through. We have those are the 3 courses we have right now. I don't think we're going to make any new courses for quite a while. Right now, our main focus is Instagame. The texting course has been around for a while. We updated it in the summer, and we really feel like it's really complete. The Instagame course, what we're working on right now, it's like 8 hours worth of content. Meanwhile, our other courses are about 2 or 3 hours of content each. And Instagame has gotten the guys way more success. And I think it's the most important course out of all of them. So we're really focused on that one. We don't want to make too many courses because then the quality of them is going to get lower. So we want to just like keep the courses we have and just keep updating them and making them better. You guys are probably going to start seeing YouTube ads for our courses. We're going to start running YouTube ads for the Instagame course because the Instagame course has just done so well with the guys inside the program, and you guys have loved it so much that we're going to start expanding and promoting it to people outside of our own audience. So yeah, you're probably going to start seeing Zeus YouTube ads. What's your sexual? Obviously, I'm straight. What's your favorite anime? I like Naruto a lot. I like your Itachi profile picture. Itachi is one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I like Naruto a lot. I watched Death Note. I watched Dragon Ball Z. I watched Inuyasha years and years ago. I liked High School of the Dead. I've watched a couple. What camera are you using? I'm using my MacBook camera right now because my DSLR camera died. It overheated. So what are your opinions on fame? I actually did a video with Connor Murphy and Aria from Simple Sexy Stupid on my personal channel talking about fame. I think a lot of there's huge downsides to fame. There's a lot of upsides, but there's huge downsides to fame, like lack of privacy, security issues. I think it's much better to be wealthy and not famous than to be wealthy and famous, because fame does not necessarily mean wealth. Just because you're famous doesn't mean you have a lot of money. So it's much better to be rich and not famous than to be famous and rich. Those are my 2 cents. I bought the texting course when it first came out. Are those courses included or are they separate? The courses are indeed separate, just because it wouldn't make any sense to have all of this content into just one big course. Because if we just said, okay, here's our ultimate dating course, it's going to teach you everything about dating. It's kind of like weird. How would you structure that program? The whole benefit of the programs is that it's structured to solve a specific issue. Instagame solves meeting women online in general, but specifically on Instagram, because everyone's on Instagram. Everyone knows sliding into the DMs is a thing, but very few people have success with it. Texting is a very specific issue. It's the biggest issue we see guys make, and that's why the texting course was our most popular course for years. And then approaching, like seeing a girl, knowing how to approach a girl and start a conversation and build attraction, and the whole sequence from there, building attraction in person. These are all super specific pain points. And I feel like with the 3 courses we have now, we do a really good job of addressing each of these problems. Because for some guys, for example, they're great in person. They don't need a course, or they don't need a structure or a system for building attraction in person. They just need texting, or they just need to work on their Instagram game. So it really just depends. That's why we have them separate. Should I wait for a girl if she says she's not ready to date right now? No. Well, you should do whatever you want. But if a girl says she's not ready to date right now, it's usually just I usually just treat that as a rejection, because if a girl really, really, really wanted to date you, if she was really, really interested, chances are she would just do it. But if she says she's not ready, it's probably just like a nice way of rejecting you. And you shouldn't just wait around. You should go find someone who's actually excited about dating you. You shouldn't waste your time with that. Or maybe, the girl's just like not in a place where dating is a priority for her, in which case, why would you wait for someone who's not prioritizing dating right now? Because then you're not going to be a focus in their life. It's just a no-win situation, in my opinion. You do whatever you want. Let's see. What games do you play? I play Warzone a lot right now. I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but it's just a little slow. It feels repetitive. I'm probably like 10 or 12 hours into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It just feels too repetitive. The stealth, I play Assassin's Creed, man, and the stealth has just gotten worse over time. I liked Origins a lot. Origins was like a really refreshing take. But the stealth is just fucking shitty in Valhalla. They don't reward stealth. And I love playing stealthy. You're playing Assassin's Creed. You want to be an assassin. You don't want to just be a Viking, pillaging. The pillaging and the raids just get super repetitive over time. So I don't even know if I'm going to finish that one. But I've been playing Warzone a lot. I started playing Grand Theft Auto a little bit again, but Warzone mostly. Let's see what else. What else we got here? Is it bad that I don't use Insta? Well, it's only bad if you think it's bad. If you don't want to use Insta, don't use Insta. If you have other priorities, that's fine. But Instagram is the best and biggest dating opportunity right now. So just know that unless you have like a crazy social life where you're constantly meeting women easily and building attraction that way, it's more difficult to date. Yes. Now, that doesn't mean you need to be on Instagram all the time scrolling and like seeing what people are doing. You can use Instagram with a purpose. Like, hey, I'm here to date. I'm doing this. I'm only using it to do that. And then I'm not wasting any more time on it. I don't even have the Instagram app downloaded on my phone. I only download it when I'm DMing people, talking, chatting, doing my thing, so to speak, or when I'm posting to it. I'm not like scrolling on it all day, every day. And I have you just log into Instagram when you need to use it, when you got to do your thing, and that's it. Is it that we need to be rich to be a bad boy? Can we have the qualities of a bad boy without being stable? You're overthinking this too much, man. It's not like once you're a bad boy, you just automatically get girls. It's that the qualities typically associated with the bad boy are attractive. Bad boy doesn't necessarily mean rich at all. I think honestly, sometimes bad boy means the opposite. Why do you take such small sips? I don't know. I'm just sipping, bro. Let's see what else we got here. Why don't you make videos like hair care, morning routine, etc.? Zeus used to make a lot of videos on the channel about grooming and style more often. But I mean, the thing is that grooming and style is really, it's cosmetic. It's important. Certain aspects of it are really important. Like skincare is important, obviously, because that's directly tied to your health. But the biggest reason guys are not having success in their dating lives or in their lives in general is not because they're not wearing the right clothes. That's not the biggest reason why. The biggest reason is because they don't know who they are as men. They don't know what their values are. They don't know what their priority are. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they're pursuing. They're not men of strong character. So we think the best service is to focus on those things. And those things are more important than the clothes you're wearing. The clothes you're wearing matter to a certain extent. But the high value man is not solely the sole indicator of a high value man is not the clothes he's wearing. It's much more than that. So we tend to focus on the much more than that. Let's see what else we got here. How tall are I am 6'1". Having a standing desk is game changing, by the way. Like I can stand. I don't feel like I'm like sitting and crouched over the whole time. This is great. I love this. Favorite dating app? Instagram. Instagram is the best dating app, bro. If you're talking about like pure dating apps, Tinder and Hinge are definitely the best, in my opinion. I think Tinder has a quality issue. It's hard to find really attractive girls. It's not hard to find really attractive. There's just there's just so many girls on there that the quality isn't as high. I think Hinge is better because you can also, they have the little prompts so you can get to know a girl's personality, which is honestly pretty important to me. I don't want to hang out with a girl who sucks, or who I don't like as a person. So that's why I like Hinge a little bit better too. It gives you an idea of what the girl's like, because yeah, you don't want to waste time with someone who you're not actually excited about. That's boring. Is physical attraction important to women? Of course, physical attraction is that a baseline of physical attraction is important, but as long as you're like, most men are at least average looking, right? And if you're at least average looking, that's more than enough. That's all you need, because if you can make up for it with your personality, and being high value in other ways, like your personality, you're successful, which are all things you can control better, right? You can always maximize your looks too. If you do every single thing you can to maximize your looks and your style and everything, you can put yourself to at least slightly above average, right? So looks aren't, guys focus way too much on the looks because it's an easy excuse, right? If I'm not good looking, then I can't get girls, right? Then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's an easy way to avoid doing the work of becoming high value, right? It's an easy way of not doing the work of becoming a compelling person, learning how to communicate who you are to women. So it's easy to sort of hide behind the excuse of looks. Because even if you are a good looking guy, I know plenty of good looking guys who never go on dates because they're not interesting. They don't know how to communicate themselves to women. They may have girls occasionally, throw themselves at them, but then the girls get uninterested pretty quickly. So physical attraction is obviously important. That's a no-brainer, but it's not everything, especially not in the modern age. What's to do if she thinks of you as a brother and you're not from Alabama, dude? That's the best question we've gotten today. That's getting friend zone, man. Zeus has a few videos on the friend zone, but you're probably best off just moving on. Give some advice for setting up online dating profiles for us ugly guys. There's a bunch of videos on the channel about online dating. Go watch them. Just type in Base Zeus online dating or Base Zeus Tinder profile setup. It's like 5 videos that we've made on it. Okay, let's see. When are you opening Instagram again? Instagram is open right now. You can, I think there's a link in this description for it. You can go check it out right now. I just checked it's a link in the description. So Instagram has been open. That's a question I actually, now that I have you guys here and I can get some feedback in the chat. Do you guys prefer Zeus and I to promote our own courses or sponsors? The reason we stopped doing sponsors so much is because a lot of the sponsors want us to do the promotion in the middle of the video. And we felt that a lot of times, even if the sponsor is great and we like the sponsor, which is all the sponsors we promote. We don't promote any brands that we don't actually use and we don't like. We don't like that we have to do the sponsored pitch, essentially the plug in the middle of the video, because it hurts the flow of the content. So a big reason why we went ahead and made the courses was not just because then we could just leave it for the end, right? All of our course promotions come at the end of the video after all the content's done. So if you don't care about the courses, you can just leave and you're not going to miss out on any content or anything. That's one big reason why we did that. But two, another big reason is because even though we do love the brands we work with, we know we vetted them personally, and we know that they work well. You guys, at the end of the day, you guys come to us for dating and self-improvement. So our courses are a structured, deep dive, detailed way of doing that we're constantly updating it, and we're doing it ourselves. So we have total control over the quality of what's put out there and what it is. So that's another big reason why we do the courses, because we control all of it, right? And it's just more of what you guys come here for. So it feels like it makes a lot more sense and it's more natural. And then thirdly, we run every aspect of the business, right? Like, we know the content inside the course is worth what we charge. We know that the experience is great. And if someone individually in the program is having an issue, or, even down to the customer service and our support team, all of that we handle ourselves. It's our own business. So we take it very, very seriously, and we can control, from the YouTube videos you guys watch all the way up to, your whole time throughout in your whole experience throughout the course and everything. So that's a big reason why we did it as well, because then it's us, right? We can make sure that that quality service and making sure that it's getting results is throughout the entire program and throughout your entire experience. So we prefer to have that sort of control with the programs. It's a big reason why we started doing it. But tell me, do you guys prefer us to promote sponsors, or do you guys prefer us to promote our own courses? We know we prefer our own courses. Definitely. We have a few sponsors that we still keep and we still do. But yeah, I'm actually interested to see your guys' feedback. Let's see. Do one video where you sponsor plug, then the next video promote your course, next video sponsor, and then the next course. We try to only do sponsors in videos where we feel like it's a natural integration. Zeus and I see hate comments, and people say like, oh, why are you promoting your own course? Like, this is dumb, like, you're a sellout. But it's at the end of the video after all of the content is done. You're at the end, once the video is done, and as soon as you start hearing us talk about Instagame or the texting course or whatever, you can just click off because the video is done. There's only like 30 seconds or a minute left talking about it. So I never understood why people get so butthurt about that. That's sort of the way we think about it. He is so behind on the comments. Well, I'm scrolling up and down through them because I think it shows me them out of order, because I'm not looking at it in the YouTube chat. I'm streaming through like a different thing. That's how I can display these comments like this. I don't have money to buy your course. That's totally fine, man. Like, if you can't afford the programs, please do not buy them. Your finances are more important. We say this all the time. We're not strong arming anyone into buying anything. If you can't afford it, please don't buy it. Please focus on getting your finances in order first. That is the best thing you can do. I'm higher value than my girlfriend. Should I break up with her? I'm not really understanding this question, because if you're in a relationship with someone, it's not really like a status game. It's not like, okay, so her status is here and mine is up here, so I need someone who's on my level, because what do you mean? Like, you either like your girlfriend and you want to stay with her, you like the relationship, or you don't. You don't have to. There's no like pissing contest. Like, is she on my level? Like, that's just ego, man. Like, Do you like your girlfriend? If you're questioning whether you should break up with her or not, you probably should. You probably don't like your girlfriend. It's do I like my girlfriend? Do I want to spend a lot of my time with her? Do I want to invest in the relationship? Is the relationship making me happy? Yes, no, great. You know, that's it. For fuck's sake, answer my question. I don't know what your question was. It. My ex-girlfriend told me she cares if I date someone other than her, but she doesn't want to date right now. What should I do? Fuck that. Do whatever you want. Wait, what? If you're not in a relationship anymore and she doesn't want to date you, then fuck off. No, fuck that. You're going to let someone control you. So she wants to control you and set expectations on you, even though you're not in a relationship anymore. And you're going to let her, but she doesn't want to date you. She doesn't like you enough to date you. She likes you enough to not want to see you date other people and to put restrictions on you, even though you're not in a relationship. You owe her nothing, but you know, she doesn't want to date you. Fuck that. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's like the Joe Biden memes. Come on, man. High value men don't care about anything. I don't think that's true. I think a lot of guys mix up the idea that being high value means that you don't care about anything. And it's just like, oh, I don't give a fuck about anything. No, it's quite the opposite. You care about a very select few things, and you're very intentional with your attention and your time and what you care about. And you don't care about small things. The reason you don't care about small things isn't just because you decide, oh, I just don't care about anything. No, the reason you don't care about small things is because you're focused and relentless on what your priorities are, and what those are and what you're focused on and what your values are decided by you. They require thought, and they require you to really think about what it is you want to do with your life. So that's why high value men seemingly appear to be carefree. It's not that they're carefree, it's that they're very intentional about what they care about, and everything else is small potatoes to them. Besides social media, so dating apps, what is the best way to meet girls? Go out and meet girls. Girls in your social circle, friends of friends. You can go to like bars and clubs, but probably not now because of COVID. So how to know for sure if someone is loyal to you? If you don't have trust with your partner, don't make them your partner. It should be a no-brainer. You should spend zero time wondering if your girlfriend is loyal to you or cheating on you. If you're spending time on it, you're either one, insecure, and you need to work on that yourself. You need to solve that problem yourself. Or two, you chose the wrong person. You should not be doing like, you know, running war games in your head about like, is she cheating? Like, what's she doing right now? Can I really trust? Trust is like a no-brainer. It's a prerequisite for any for friendships, relationships. You should demand nothing, absolutely nothing but the truth from the people in your life. Where's the roasting at? We roasted for the first hour, and then it got a little tiresome. It takes a lot out of me to go through all this. Have you had a mental breakdown? If you had any, I think everyone has different definitions of like what a mental breakdown is. I've definitely had like a panic attack where I'm like crippled with anxiety. My heart was beating through my chest, and I was like, fuck, like I had to just sit down. Like I was hyperventilating. Yeah, that's definitely happened to me before. Yeah, sure. I guess, I don't know if that's a mental breakdown, whatever you call that, that was, if it did not feel fucking good, I can tell you that. That's definitely happened before. How many times have you been rejected? Oh my God, I couldn't even count. So many times. So many times. Wow, I am behind on these fucking questions. What's the brand of your desk? This is a Flexi Spot, quick install standing desk. I got it on Amazon. It was costly. It was not cheap, but it's worth it. Just being able to stand or like adjust the height and shit, it's fucking amazing. All right. Yeah, but she's got a body count of 4 at 20, and that's more than me. Not attractive to me, but she is a keeper besides that. Dude, that seems like a vanity metric, dude. Like, if you're worried, okay, listen. if body count is make or break to you, that's your personal decision. I'll tell you how I think about it. This sounds to me, right? I could be wrong. This is just what it sounds like from your question. You seem insecure in the fact that she has more sexual experience than you, and this the more sexual, since she has more sexual experience than you, you feel like she has you beat in a certain way. So the way you rationalize this is you say, oh, this is unattractive to me, that she's more sexually experienced than me. The number of people you've had sex with also doesn't correlate to how good you are at sex always, or like experience in that sense. I don't know. I would think about this. I would soul search a little bit. Like, why is it unattractive that she's been with more people than you? Why does it matter? Maybe it matters to you, but you better have a good fucking reason, right? That this is going to be a make or break in your relationship. Better be a good fucking reason. Yeah. You got some stuff to figure out, my boy. You in dental school or something too? You smart guy. You can figure it. I have faith in you, my man. My friend, I'm atrocious looking, not even close to average. Should I give up pursuing women and go after wealth and status instead? Listen, man, it's not an either or. I dated plenty while I built my businesses. You can do both. If you really care about something, you want to make time for something, you can do it. What you should do, whether you should be chasing women, wealth, stat, whatever it is you want to be doing, that's for you to answer. You have to really figure that out. Like, what do you really care about? What do you want to do with your life? Dating can fit into that at all stages if you'd like, or if you want to put it on hold, you can. But that's a question for you to answer. Lasts longer than 2 minutes. I'm sure virgins have lasted longer than 2 minutes. When I lost my virginity, I did not last long, but I certainly lasted more than 2 minutes. Can you make more videos showing the tips in play with women in public? So we did one of these videos on Zeus where I approached a girl and we did like a whole breakdown. We did one of them. I liked that video. It was definitely not my best performance by far. I was nervous and anxious as fuck because I thought she was going to see the camera. And like I had a microphone taped to me. I wasn't sure if she was going to like see it through my clothes. So it's nerve wracking doing those. So you don't get the best performance from me. It's not a you don't get the best interaction from me when you do that. Also, I don't love the whole like filming people when they don't really know. You blur it out. You don't include any information, right? So no one knows who they are. But I don't know. I don't love doing infield just because the logistics of it and stuff. And then they always end up being so long. So yeah, Zeus and I don't really love doing those too much. Let's see. I care because I have high standards in everything but her past. She is great. I think that sounds like a bit of an excuse, man. Like I care because I have high standard. Okay, why do you have high? Why is that a high? Why is that a high standard? What about a low body count is a high standard? Like that doesn't really seem like, that seems like a cop out answer, in my opinion. Again, that might just be something you say I care about, and I don't need an explanation for that. That's totally fine, actually. But I don't know. It seems like a cop out. You see, why does it jump like this? I was just looking at questions from before, and then it jumps all the way down. Wow, this jumps a lot. Where did you and Zeus learn game? Tons of fucking experience, trial and error. I've been pursuing dating since I was in fucking middle school, man. Dating was a huge priority for me ever since I was young. I definitely pursued it mostly out of ego and status. Like I wanted to be a ladies' man. I wanted to be the type of guy who dated girls. It was definitely like purely ego driven. I don't approach dating from that position anymore. I definitely am more focused on connection and whether I click with the women I'm dating. But it was ego driven at first. So I felt like I had something to prove. I had to prove that I could get a lot of girls in the past. So that's why I spent so much time on dating. And then I accumulated this wealth of experience. And then Zeus is a fucking god. Zeus's wealth of knowledge is far beyond mine. So that's sort of how we learned it. Trial and error. Let's see what else we got here. We got a few more minutes, and then I'm a hop off. Should I leave this live up? This is a pretty interesting live. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it up for a couple days and then just take it down. What's your body count? Over 9,000. Let's see. Boo. Tell him at who am I telling what? Favorite book. The 4-Hour Workweek is really the book that changed my life. So that's a good place to start. 4-Hour Workweek or anything by Tim Ferriss. Let's see. I'm still behind. Why does it show the comments like this? Do you watch RP I was watching Ricegum do the GTA roleplay. Those were actually pretty funny. I watched those a couple days ago. I love my girlfriend, but I feel like I'm missing out because I'm too young. Should I break up? You know, man, I had this exact same thing a couple years ago. I did indeed end up breaking up. But it just depends. Like, what do you care about more? Do you care about having, like having fun and dating lots of girls when you're young now? You can do that when you're older. As a man, you can date girls as long as you want. But the older you get, the less time you have. But you could, it depends. Like, when do you want to get married? When do you want to have kids? When do you want to settle down? It really depends. You have to like figure out, what do you care about more? What do you care about more now in the present? What do you care about more long-term? Why are the this is like frustrating me. Why are all the comments like so out of order? What are your views on semen retention? When did you were on your semen retention? I've never done like the whole semen retention no-fap thing. I think the reason semen retention and no-fap, again, I don't think I've looked into it a little bit. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Do your own research as always. I think with semen retention, I think a lot of it is pseudoscience. I don't think there's any real science to back the fact that it really makes any difference. I think the reason semen retention and nofap is sexy or attractive to guys is because a lot of guys have an issue a lot of porn or jerking off excessively. And these are things that are looked down upon. So men feel a lot of shame around it. So they feel empowered by pursuing nofap and semen retention. I never had a problem personally with like porn or jerking off a lot. So I'm probably not the best person to ask. And that's why we don't really do a lot of nofap or semen retention content. I do think though that like, I think a lot of the semen retention and nofap stuff is people try and extrapolate it to be scientific. The science is not settled on this at all. There's like no science on this. But whatever works for you, man, you know, whatever works for people is best for it. Bro, stop picking him. Who was I picking that was the same? Did you pass the SAT or ACT in high school? Yes, of course. There's no passing or failing those tests. You get a score, and that's it. I think I got like an 1800 on the SAT, but I think they changed it. That was when it was at a 2400. I got like an 1800. How to establish flirty vibes. There's literally hundreds of videos on the channel about that. How many girls were rejected? More than I can count. I have no idea. Thoughts on libertarianism? Has some good ideas. Yeah, sure. I like libertarianism. Some of the ideas. It depends what you mean specifically. It's like it's like saying, what are your thoughts on religion? Or what are your thoughts on dating? It's just so broad. Favorite actor? I actually don't know. I don't watch a lot of. I watch basically no movies and no TV. I mentioned earlier I watched Peaky Blinders recently. So Cillian Murphy's a great fucking actor. He's amazing. Tom Hardy's great in Peaky Blinders. So you guys just go watch Peaky Blinders. Oh, there's like a fight going on here in the comments. Settle down, gentlemen. Settle down. Thoughts on Sigma males? I don't know what this means. I see this. I get this question a lot. I don't know what the whole Sigma male thing is. I think a lot of guys spend too much time worrying if they're alpha or Sigma male or like what's beta and what's. It's like, dude, just fucking figure out what's important to you. Work on it. Work as hard as you fucking can on the things that are important to you, and you will become high status. You don't have to like work. Like if you're sitting around worrying and overthinking, like, is this the alpha thing to do? Is this like the bait? Is this bait? You're not making your own decisions. You're just making decisions based on what other people have told you or what you've seen on the internet. Thoughts on open marriage / open relationships? I've had like an open relationship in the past. They're not easy. In terms of, I've never been married, so I can't give a comment on open marriage. So I have no idea. Is it possible to have a life like Alex Costa? I mean, clearly Alex Costa lives his life, right? I don't know what you mean by that, though. You guys got to be specific with your questions, bruh. How many girls should you date at once? As many as you want. As long as you're honest about it and they know. You should be honest and tell the women what the deal is, whether it's exclusive, non-exclusive, you know, and be upfront about it. If you're high value enough, man, like a lot of girls will date you even if you're not exclusive, more than you think. A lot of guys don't realize that, but it's the truth. How big is your ween? 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 It's 12 whole inches. I actually use it as a tripod usually to hold up the camera when we film on here. Oh, my man Ratis is in here. Ratis helps us animate some of the videos. This is the man. What's up, dude? I will reply to your email. I remember that. I just we haven't even posted on the channel. We didn't have any content to put out because I was getting my surgery done, but I did not forget about you, man. I will send you an email. Let's see what else you got here. John, I like your channel. Thank you, man. Zeus and I appreciate that. What's a good pickup line for a woman who, you know, I get Zeus and I see these questions all the time. It's like, what's the best thing for this one specific obscure situation? You're overthinking it, man. Like the compulsion to ask a question about like one specific scenario is really just procrastination and hide. Like it doesn't matter. Like just say whatever, like make a comment about what's going on, about like what she's wearing, what she's doing. Just make a comment. If a girl's jogging or doing an activity, it's harder to get her attention. A lot of times they'll just keep going and ignore you, which is fine. But if you really feel compelled to do it, just fucking do it. There's no like specific one pickup line or thing that's just going to make it work or not work. It's a collection of things. that build attraction, not just one pickup line or something. Have a great day, people. Thank you, Noob Phobia. Those are the vibes we need. Those are the vibes we need right now. Are you Zeus or is Zeus another guy? Zeus is another guy. How do I make a girl stop dry texting? So a lot of times if a girl is dry texting, a lot of the times it's your fault in the sense that you might not be making the conversation. You might not be asking her the right questions. You may not be building enough attraction or being flirty enough. So someone said, who the fuck are you? I'm Zeus's manager. Have you guys not watched the face reveal video? It's like one of our most viewed videos. It's like 2 million views. If a girl's dry texting and like you're bored texting her, why would you want to date her? I mean, is it purely looks based? But if she's super dry over text and not really into it, and you're bored texting her, that's probably a sign that you're probably not going to like her in person either. So you should reevaluate whether you want to spend time with her. What age did you move out of your parents? I went to college when I was 18. So I guess I moved out when I was 18. I would come back and stay with my parents in between when I wasn't at college. But then I got my own place when I was 20. I had my own place. It just depends. Like if you can stay home and not pay rent and save up a ton of cash. I moved out when I was 20 and then I moved back in for like a little bit of time. Because I was just traveling nonstop, so it didn't make sense to like pay rent in a place. I was just traveling from place to place, and then I'd go home and stay with my parents for like a week or two, and then go back to traveling. It just depends, like whatever your situation is. There's no right age to move in or out. When are you roasting the profiles? I roasted the profiles for a whole hour earlier. You can go back and watch that. Talk about cigars, dude. I have not smoked a cigar in I haven't smoked a cigar in years. It's been a couple, like maybe like 4 years now, 3 years now since I smoked a cigar. I don't smoke anything. I honestly haven't even drank alcohol in over a year. I was never a big fan of alcohol. I hate getting fucking hungover. I hate the way it makes you feel. It like fucks up my sleep. I haven't drank in over a year. I'm sure I will drink again, but I don't know. Don't love alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't like having stuff in my lungs and shit like that. I used to like cigars because the taste of cigars was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. The cigars, man. One of the last times I smoked a cigar, I smoked it too fast and I had a crazy fucking head high from the tobacco. Oh man, fucking amateur hour I had, man. But cigars, some of them taste really good. I like the spicy ones. I don't love the sweet ones. I like the spicy ones, though. Thank you for being you, man. You know, thank you, man. I will continue to be me, and hopefully you guys keep liking it. And hopefully Zeus lets me keep being me. Thank you, my friend. You're welcome, buddy. How does it feel to have 1 million subscribers? When Zeus and I hit 1 million subscribers, it doesn't feel that much different. I think you notice the biggest difference when you get like 100,000 subscribers, but it's just numbers on a screen, man. It's just numbers on a screen. Your day-to-day life is not that much different. How old are you? 23. So okay, that's not the question. Where do you meet girls if you don't drink alcohol and I used to go to bars and clubs all the time. I just wouldn't drink when I was there, or I'd have one drink. When I was going out often, I'd either just not drink and be sober. I think a lot of guys use alcohol as a crutch to like mask the fact that they don't have a personality or like get over their fear. That was another reason why I didn't like drinking, is because I didn't want to have to rely on it like a crutch. So no, you just be fucking sober, you know, or just have one drink or 2 drinks on the day. On the times I would drink, I'd probably, in the past, I'd drink like once or twice a month if I was going out a lot, drinking once or twice a month. And I only have like 1 or 2 drinks. And the good thing is, if you don't drink a lot, You only need 1 or 2 to get a nice little buzz. I can't believe you're still live streaming. Yeah, man, it's been 2 hours. I'm actually about to get off now. I am so fucking tired right now. Where's the Greek bod? I actually posted a fitness transformation on my personal channel a couple months ago. I put on a lot of muscle during quarantine, thankfully. I had all the time on my hands. So, yeah. I had stomach problems for a long time. So it was hard to put on weight aside from actually being naturally skinny. I was really skinny when I was 17, and then I put on like 20 pounds in a year. And that was when I first put on my muscle from the age of 17 to 18. And then ever since then, like I would fluctuate. I'd go up 5 pounds. I'd lift for like 3 or 4 months really intensely, go up like 5, 6, 7 pounds, like get lean, get some mass on me. And then, like I'd get bogged down with work and then I'd lose it. And then also like just, I've dealt with stomach problems for years now, almost 10 years. So it was harder to like eat enough. I got my stomach problems mostly figured out. I don't really have the issue anymore. Recently, I really figured it out, and now I've been great. I've been basically 100%. But yeah, I just took it really seriously. Let's see what else we got. Will you go to South America? Maybe eventually. I don't know. No plans right now. I've traveled a lot. I've been to Australia. I've been to London. I've been to Europe. I want to do Europe a little more, though. When will you be streaming again? If you guys want me to stream more, I'll definitely do it. I actually have a lot of fun doing these streams. I just come on when I'm bored and fun and just answer some questions. I think I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to leave this live stream. I wasn't going to leave this live stream up, but this has actually been a good and productive live stream. So I'm going to leave it up for a few days and then I'll take it down. What kind of stomach problems were they? When I was young, when I was like 17 or 16, when I was 17, I got really, really sick. Like I was in bed for 2 weeks straight with some sort of stomach virus or thing going on. It was for like 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't go to school or anything. It was just really, really bad. I couldn't eat anything. And then ever since then, my stomach was just never the same. After that, I became lactose intolerant. And then I had what's called irritable bowel syndrome, which is essentially when your stomach is irritable all of the time. So you have like fucking... I'd have diarrhea like regularly, like multiple times a week. Like so many foods hurt my stomach. I gained a lot of food sensitivities after that. And I was normal before that. But just having whatever the fuck virus or whatever the fuck it was fucked me up. And then I was sick for like 6 months, like a full 6 months when I was 17. Like I couldn't really eat anything. I lost a lot of weight. I got really, really fucking skinny. And I was already a skinny guy, just genetically. So yeah, for the past like 8 years, I've been, I've had to deal with them. But in the past few months, I've really, over time, it's been manageable for the past few years. I know what foods I can't eat, and I know what sort of triggers it. But nowadays, the past few months, it's been pretty normal. I recently sort of figured it out and got my diet to pretty simple. Let's see what else we got here. Who gets more tails, Zeus or Hate? Come on, bro. Easy question. Zeus. I'm 14. What should I be doing right now? You should be doing whatever you want. If you want what I would do if I could go back in time, and what I'm still doing to this day, is just focus on learning, because the on learning, if you learn how to learn, and if you learn on building your skill set and your knowledge, you can use it forever. You can keep it with you forever, regardless of what you're working on, and it'll only compound over time. I've done that my whole life. I was really intentional about doing that when I was young, and I think that's why I've been able to get the small, tiny amount of success that I've been able to have. Let's see what else we got. Are you picky in choosing a girl? Yeah, back in the day, I wasn't as picky. I've always been pickier than most guys. But now I'm definitely very, very, very picky now. Just because, man, like as I get older, I realize how little time we really have, and I just don't want to waste time with people I'm not interested in or who are exciting. Do you have done jawline surgery? No. Everyone always asks, like, how do you get your jawline? How do you improve your jaw? Just be low body. If you're low body fat, that's 90% of the game. Let's see. Also, the thing you have to realize is a lot of times when YouTubers film, they're filming either straight on or at a slight angle. So the angle makes it so the jawline looks sharper. Like if I fucking turn or have different angles, like my jawline doesn't look super sharp all the time. It's just the angle of the camera and stuff like that. Yeah, you have different. It's just the way you're looking. You know, your body fat percentage, shit like that. Have you played Assassin's Creed Odyssey? So I played basically every Assassin's Creed since the first one. I was a huge fan of the series. I think it's slowly dying, unfortunately. I'm trying to power through. I'm trying to power through Valhalla, but man, like they just totally fucked up the stealth, and the raids are just so boring and repetitive. Like it's kind of fun sometimes, but I don't know. I like the skill tree. The skill tree actually is useful. I loved Origins. I thought Origins was a great balance of like the RPG style, and it was really refreshing for the game. But Odyssey, man, it was just so fucking boring. I didn't even get to the title screen. I was like, I'm not doing this. My brother played Odyssey though, and he said he had like 70 hours logged in the game, and he still didn't beat it. So it was too long. I have bowel problems. I'm not a doctor, but what I found useful for me was doing the elimination diet and following what's called the FODMAP diet, which essentially you avoid certain foods that give common sensitivities. Just eat really bland foods and take stuff out over time, and like reintroduce foods into your diet and see what works the best for you. Also eat and drink a lot of ginger. I drink ginger tea like every day, and also take probiotics. But again, I'm not a doctor. You should figure that out. I can say your beard is going throughout the live stream, bro. It's been a while, man. It's been 2 hours. I'm about to get off. Oh, man. I'm addicted to this live stream, man. Are you still roasting Instagrams? No, I did it for the first hour. I'm going to leave the live stream up for a couple days before I take it down. The reason I take the live streams down is because they're sort of like impromptu, like a bunch of stuff going on. So it kind of like messes up the flow of the videos in the channel, and it kind of, people are like, oh, what if a new person comes on the channel and they click on it, it's like a bunch of weird live streams. It's difficult, and not many people click in and watch them after they go live, especially after the first few days. So I just leave them up for a few days, and that's okay. That's it. Oh my God, do you like the Naruto song we were fighting? Dude, that's the best. That's one of the best ones. How do I get into the Facebook group? The Facebook group is only for paid members of Instagame right now, just because otherwise it'd be too much noise. Also, like the YouTube comments, if there's no if there's no to enter, like if there's no paid aspect, it's part of the whole Instagame course. But if you don't paid, like just requiring payment, it removes all of the trolls instantly, even if it's a little bit. We had a Slack channel in the past where like you guys could go in and ask tips, and just paying $10 for entry was way better because virtually no trolls, because people have money to lose. If they get kicked out, then they lose their money, right? But why do you take probiotics? Because I had stomach problems for a lot of years, and they helped me out. It's a noticeable difference for your stomach. Is the city/town you live in a great place to move to? New York is not, well, depends how you look at it. New York City is great right now because rents are low because of COVID. and they're trying to get more people to move in. But New York City is definitely not as great as it once was. It's not in all of its glory. Dude, I basically played video games for a fucking full-time living when I was a kid. I've always loved video games. I've gone through periods though where I don't play for months, as I've gotten older and stuff like that. In the early days when Zeus and I were first starting the channel, it was funny. I would just like work on Zeus all day, work on the channel, work on the business all day, and then I'd stay up till 3 a.m. playing Rainbow Six. I was ranked I got to Plat 1 on Xbox, which is pretty good for me. But yeah. Are you immortal? For now, unfortunately. Do you like guns? I actually went to a gun range today and I shot guns. I think if they're in a safe place like a gun range and stuff like that, all the variables are out of the way. I think going to the gun range and shooting can be a lot of fun. So yes, I love the video. I will tell Zeus that you love the videos. We appreciate it. Best live stream ever, Brandon. Thank you for that. It keeps me motivated to keep doing these. If you guys tell me in the chat right now if you think I should keep doing live streams in the future, and I will do more often. My squad is texting me to get on Warzone, so I gotta hop off. Ever thought about trading stocks? No, I practically do zero investing. All of the money we make goes back into the channel, hiring people, investing in the courses and the software. I think investing in your own business is the best because you have control over it. I don't have control over what Amazon does or what Apple does. I'm not saying those aren't good investments. Again, not financial advice. What I do isn't necessarily great for everyone. But yeah, I've thought about investing. Trading, definitely not. I don't want to, unless you're going to do, there are people who for a living trade stocks on Wall Street. And to think you're going to win against these people, the average person, not doing it full time, it's a big bet to make and there's a lot of money to lose. So I think it's better to definitely approach investing from a long-term perspective. Did anyone ever diss you about your job? Yeah, I mean, people diss you about do anything you do, you know, fuck them. Who cares? What are you not going to do something you want to do just because people diss you? You know, whatever. Have you watched DBZ? Yes, of course. Remember me? Yeah, you had you took Instagame and you sent me a DM. You had a crazy tell the boys in the chat what happened when you took Instagame. You had a crazy testimonial. You had great results with it. How did you get the idea for this channel? I talk about how Zeus and I came up with the idea for this channel earlier in the live stream. But basically, we felt that dating wasn't covered in a way that was easy and accessible to men and in a way that was really focused on dating. So that's why we did it. All of the dating was just, you know, pickup artists who were doing really long-winded videos, and it was really niche and dense. And then the other side, it was people only talking about dating in the context of style or grooming. So we wanted to just talk about dating from a dating perspective to maximize that, and in a way that was easy, actionable, and easy to learn. I have watched some of the DBZ Abridged stuff. It's funny. I've watched it before. I used to play Rainbow Six all the time, but I haven't played in like a year now or a couple months. I played in the beginning of the pandemic. But I really only play Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty these days. I play a little bit of GTA, but I only play for like an hour, a couple hours. Warzone in the lockdown hit different, dude. That is fucking facts. That is facts. Warzone in the lockdown was fucking, that shit was getting me through quarantine, man. Not even gonna lie. Thoughts on wholesaling real estate? I know nothing about real estate. You should not listen to anything real estate related that comes out of my mouth or ask me about real. I know absolutely nothing about real estate. Rainbow Six is honestly garbage now. They tailor the game to pro players and TikTok. I felt that too when they made it so you could like ban operators and ban maps or like ban operators and shit like that. I was like, dude, what? I was like, this is Rainbow. Like, listen, man, like I'm a sweat. I take it seriously and shit like that. And I grinded all the way to plat 1. I was almost diamond, very close. A lot of my guys in my squad were diamond, but like, come on, like banning operators and shit like that. That was like, let's just play the game. Like I'm not here to fucking go play the pro leagues. I'm here to have fun and do well. I don't know. It did get a little out of hand. Have you heard the new Drake EP? No, I love Drake, but I haven't listened to the new thing yet. You should do more lives like this, bro. I will in the future for sure. Which was your favorite operator in Rainbow Six? I played Sledge probably the most. I played Sledge. I played Hibana. I'd play Thermite. And then I would play Buck a lot too. I liked Ash as well. But yeah. All right, gentlemen. Last question. Is being yourself in a relationship actually good? You don't want to be in any relationships where you have to put on an act or be anyone else, because then you're in a fake relationship and you should not waste your time. Gentlemen, this is much longer than I thought it would be. This has been amazing. It's late. I got to go play some Warzone. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and having fun with me. I'm going to leave the live stream up for a couple days. So if you guys want, you guys can check it out. And if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. And I'll do another live soon. We're uploading a video either Sunday or Monday. We have a new video coming out. It's actually really good. So be excited for that. And we have another interesting video coming out the week after that. So you guys have a great night. I hope you guys stay safe. Stay curious. And thanks for coming on and spending the night with me. Have a great one, guys.